Hello and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Treasure X toys from Moose. These have been out for quite a while now. I have picked up a couple in the past and they are kind of fun to play with. But at the moment Entertainer have these reduced to clear down to £5. I think originally they were selling them from like 13. But they have dropped quite significantly in price, so I ended up grabbing a few of these, but I thought it'd be fun to take a look at one of them on this video. So they come in this open window box packaging. You can see it's almost designed as if part of the packaging has been ripped away, and we can see the sewer pipe within. We get our classic 80s Turtles logo up here with the Nickelodeon brand. Moose Toys, we get a couple of pictures of the products we can potentially get. This is a blind box scenario, so you don't necessarily know exactly what you're getting. But the figures are little pop together figures and come together. You get some slime. Who will you find in the ooze? Sewer Rescue Pack. It's part of that Treasure X line of mystery toys. My son used to do a few of those. He's outgrown them now, but he used to do a few of those and they were always quite fun. They're like little dig sets and things like that. On the side we get that classic 80s turtle artwork. Connect and play, so if you've got multiple of these you can connect them all together and stack and let the ooze sieve through. On the back is our product, our cross-sell of figures you can potentially get. So Leonardo, Mikey, Don, Raph, Shredder, Casey Jones, and the chance of a gold limited edition Leo. There are 7 to collect in total. It doesn't say how many, or what the chance of getting one of those is, so I suspect that's quite rare, but I would imagine the others are like a 1 in 6 chance. Then on the side we get our instructions on how this works, and it's got 10 levels of adventure. Back is our, well, the bottom is our standard legal stuff, and there we have it. So let's get this open and take a look. It's got some yellow backing, sweat. We got our sewer here, which pulls out quite nicely. I have done a couple of these before. They are simple and fun to play with, but I will follow the instructions so you can see exactly how this is supposed to go. We get a instruction manual one side and a cross-sell product summary on the back. So you should get a figure and then a slice of pizza treasure for each of our turtles. So here we go. So the first thing you want to do is open the lid, and you can see the baggies of stuff within. If you wanted to, you could pull all of this open and just play with it without doing the treasure feature, but I think it's fun enough to do that. So then we need to take some water, and here's some I prepared earlier, and pour that into, oh shoot, into the sewer. I'm just gonna get tissue. Just clean that water up. Let's clean up the water up here as well. So if you're doing this, or kids playing with it, you are going to want to do it on a solid, clean, solid surface. You know, I've obviously got these play mats down, but you might want to do it on a hard table or something that's easy to clean and isn't going to mark. So there, we put the lid back on. Then we are supposed to shake it for 15 seconds. There we go. And you can see there that the windowed sewer image has dissolved and left our water within with the bags. And then we are to flip this over, and you can see there is a drainage pipe in here. So we pull that open, take our water again, and we pour that out. And then once all of that water has drained away, we can put the drainage lid back on, unscrew our lid, and we get our baggie of contents within. So you can see there's still some of that rice paper type image there. I'll tip all of that away. I'll bin that in a bit. And inside you can see there's some various Treasure X markings and bits throughout on the sewer cubicle, which is quite cool. I'm just going to clean up the inside of this. There we go. Get rid of those bits we don't want. Okay, and there we have our product. So we get another tissue to dry this off. Okay, so we get a baggie of slime. I'm going to get something to put that on. Hang on. So I got my cutting board out, which maybe I should have had from the beginning, but oh well. So you get a baggie of slime with our figure within. You can see the figure in there already. Looks like we're getting the shredder, which is a little disappointing because I do actually already have this figure, but oh well. Just need to tear open the bag. It is resealable, so you can put the slime back in it. There we go. And just put that out. Again, you're going to want this on a solid surface so that the slime doesn't cling to carpets or anything like that. And it's definitely a smell to the slime, but it's not a traditional slime smell. Slime, as you can see, is quite, it's almost gelatinous. It's not particularly runny. Doesn't leave a sticky residue. So it's obviously a water-based slime. The only thing is cleaning these figures up. So here immediately you can see you've got the shredder's white torso. Clean him up as we go along. So if you're a parent thinking of this for your kids, you do have that baggie there which will allow you to reuse the slime. Kids may want a little help cleaning these up. Okay, so we've got the shredder torso there. base, which is like a gold sewer lid with the legs attached. I think they are glued into place, so you're not going to be able to detach them from that. Okay. You get a gold sword and you get a oversized novelty head. There we go. And just clean that off like so. There we go. Then last but no means least, we get this sewer valve, which has its neck used for the next play feature in this. So once the slime is cleared away, what we can do is we can pick the slime up. It's quite cold. You can see my hands there. They feel slimy, but they don't feel tacky or overly wet. Slime slowly oozes, but it tears more than it oozes, I think. There's definitely better quality slimes out there, but it is what it is. I'm sure plenty of kids get a laugh out of that slime. So that can go away. There we go. So the last play feature we have for this is the valve. You take that and that plugs into the front, and then you use that to twist open the grate, and within inside is our treasure. So we got a shredder pizza slice, like that. And then we have our figure. The figure assembles quite easily. Torso will, it doesn't really swivel. It is kind of solid in its place. Head is on a ball joint though, so you will be able to move the head around if you want to. And then he can hold on to his gold sword. There we go. Golden sword. You will need some cleaning up, and if you really want him to, you can get a hold of the treasure as well. So there we have Shredder. As noted on the box, if you want to, you can keep these, and if you have multiple ones, you can use them to play with the slime. So the slime can ooze between the two grates. You stack them on top of each other. I think I've got a couple lying around. Bear with me. I don't, I'm afraid. So, there we go. Yes, but if you have multiple, you can stack them on top of each other, and you can pour the ooze in it, and they drip it through each of the grates, which is another play feature for it. And play features are always good with these kid toys. But there we have the Shredder. It's not a bad figure. It's a fun little item. Now, as I said, I think these originally retail for like £10 to 13, maybe even 15 quid in some places. I don't think they're worth the original price on them. I always feel that some of the Treasure X stuff tends to be a little overpriced. However, with these being on sale at £5 at the moment in Entertainers, I think they are a great item. Certainly at £5 they make a nice additional sort of stocking filler if you want something last minute for Christmas or the holiday season, or if you've got kids who are big Turtle fans and you want something for their birthdays, even pick them up and put them in aside to one side and they last. There we have it. As I said, I've brought a couple before in the past, so I can bring those in and you can see what the other figures look like. So first up we have the other Shredder. Interestingly enough, the cape's a different colour on that Shredder. That's presumably to do with the factories and the paints they used, but it's the same figure. I have a Leo and Donnie. Donnie you can put in some different poses. But there we have it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, stay safe and remember, freedom is a right, not a privilege.